Welcome to Beginning to Blend, a new Blender-centric video series focusing on two methods of modeling in Blender. I'm your host and guide, JoRaSe, and I hope you'll stick around for the duration of these videos. Last time we did this first ice cream cone using the shape and face extrusion method, and today we're going to make the same ice cream cone using the second method, which is the Vertice Trace. So let's go ahead and go into a new layer, and we're going to zoom in a bit, and we want to begin putting in vertices, starting right up here at the center. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We need to put in our default plane, hit the Tab key to go into edit mode, and delete the plane to leave our empty model container, which we are then going to fill. So let's go ahead and begin putting in vertices where they need to be. Just following the major turn points on the reference image. Going to duplicate this vertex because I want one right in that exact same position, just a little bit further in. Then grab that one and slide it over a bit. Now back to placing vertices. And remember, the process is to hit the Control button and then the left mouse button to place a vertex, the A button to deselect it, and then scroll down and repeat that process. Control and click, and then A. One more time, and we've got our first section done. So we can now grab all of it, duplicate it, and mirror it on the Y-axis. So that's going to be Control M, and then the Y key, and then Enter to lock it in place. And now drag it over to where the middle points match up, like so. Go ahead and hit the B button to go into box select mode, and hold the middle mouse button or the scroll wheel on your mouse down and drag all but the very middle two. We're going to delete these two vertices. And now, select everything again with the A key, go into top view, and we want to duplicate everything again, so that's going to be Shift and D, and now we want to rotate it 90 degrees. This will give us a square cone if we leave it like this, but we don't want to do that. What we want is come in Well, we'll leave the middle vertices alone for now. What we need to do is grab duplicate everything again that we have selected. And now we're going to rotate it 45 degrees. So the R key and then 45 on the keyboard. And now we've got our first two sections, which will work nicely. We can deselect everything using the A key. And we now want to grab the back half. So let's go into top view and just select a half and grab all the vertices in that half. And delete them. And we want to make sure we only have one vertice here, so we're going to merge all three of them into one at the top, and then do the same down here at the bottom. And now we can begin filling in with faces. And to do that, we just hit the B button, drag select 3 vertices, and then the F key on the keyboard puts the face in, and then the A button to deselect everything. And then just repeat that process. B, click and drag, F, A. B, click and drag, F, A. B, click and drag, F, A. And just keep going until we get all of them filled in. So now we can go into top view with the 7 key on the keyboard, select everything, hit the Shift and D keys to duplicate it, and we want to mirror it on the X-axis. So it's going to be Control and M, and then the X key, and then the Enter key. slide it over. And we then want to flip the normals on the new half, or new quarter, I should say. And now it's just going to be merging all of these, the middle vertices. Let me deselect all of these because they weren't supposed to get selected. We're just going to be merging the middle highlighted vertices here. So to make it easier, we're going to hide the others with the Alt and I key to select. Not Alt and I, the I key. Alright, the Control and I keys slipped up there. I think everyone does from time to time. Once we have the inverse selected, we want to hit the H key to hide the inverse. And now we can begin merging these vertices. Starting at the top, we're just going to hit the B button, click and drag to select, the Alt and M keys, and then at center. And just keep doing that all the way down. Now we can unhide everything with the Alt and H key. And let's go into solid view and make sure everything is facing the right way. And it looks like it is not, so we need to flip everything. Hit the A button, the W key on the keyboard, and flip normals. Now go into top view, hit the Shift and D keys on the keyboard, and we want to mirror this on the Y axis, so Control M and the Y key, lock it in place with Enter, move it up, and we want to flip this one as well. And now we're just going to do what we did before with all the middle vertices. Control I selects the inverse, and then the H key to hide. And now we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. So there's what we have so far. Can look better, and we're going to make it look better by first adding in the multi-resolution modifier. So that's going to the wrench tab on the right set of controls. We want to add in the multi-res modifier, and we want to subdivide it once, and then go ahead and hit apply. Now we're going to go over in where it says object mode. We want to go into sculpt mode, and the settings should be what they were from last time. So we're just going to go into top view and begin holding down the left mouse button and dragging across the top of the ice cream cone, and go into side view and just do the same. Rotate it around as you're going. And this messed up a little bit on, so we'll go into subtract, scale in, and just click and drag over that spot that pulled out a bit too far. There, and that one as well. This one I'm going to leave because it looks okay. Alright, now the last thing we need to do is go back into object mode, and let's see if we can't lower the triangle count using the decimate modifier. We'll hit in 0.5, and that removes a fair amount, leaving the shape, and we can verify that by just taking the ratio back to full and then back to half. But I think this one is low enough as it is without the modifiers. I'm just going to remove it without applying. And there we have our second finished ice cream cone. Let's make the other one visible and slide this one off to the side. Move them both to the middle. So here's version A using the shape extrusion method, and here's the second method using the second model using the Vertice Trace Method. That's all for this session of Polygonal Art with JoRaSe. If you enjoyed what you saw, how about giving this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos from me. In the video description below, you'll find my Patreon link. Feel free to check it out. Now, on to the credits.